Yo, what's good? Yeah, welcome back to Pass the Sticks. I am your host, JB. Join me as always, the Tsunamic Wave. And we got a special guest all the way from the land of the rising sun, Tokyo Swift. What's good, y'all?
What's good? What's good, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Like good morning to y'all.
Yeah,
Cause it's
right,
in the
right.
morning from here.
Yeah, the sun is shining hella bright through your
Yeah, sun,
window.
sun. Yeah, it's too like like they wasn't playing like about the land of the rising sun, man.
Yo, what's good, Wave?
I'm chilling, man. Championship coming up, championship game coming up for flag football.
Mm,
I'm a little excited about that.
That's what's up, man.
On a personal tip, but yeah, I'm feeling good, man.
That's what's up, yo. As always, y'all appreciate the love and support. As always, a lot of stuff to talk about this show. Microsoft is wilding. Square Enix is switching up their formula. A lot of shit to get into. But as always, if you're new to this show, we split the show into four parts. We start out with games we're currently playing. Then from there, we'll go on to this week in game and talk about games that briefly dropped throughout this week in history. Then we'll touch upon some topics. Then we'll get into the spin wheel. One gotta go game versus. There's some trivia questions now. See, test game knowledge. So you never know what will
mm.
run into. One week was all Xbox, next week was all PlayStation. This
Yeah,
week
that
might
was
be all
wild.
Sega. Who the hell knows, right? Like, like who knows? But yo, we gonna kick this one off with Tokyo Swift, man. What games you been
What
playing, bro?
up? What up, yo? Like, I've been playing a few games. Like, as you can see, I've been playing the Blue Ooey game.
Yep.
With my daughter. Yeah, it's like she's getting really good at that, which is cool because that's pretty much her first video game that she's been playing like by herself, and she's getting real good at it. Like, cause I remember, um, I'd be going out to the store, like my Xbox account is linked to my phone, so I'll be achievement. I'm like, yo, like, she
Crazy.
going off in the Bluey game. Nice. So yeah, it's like it's cool like that we can sit down and chill and I can play that together and she can get the the aspects of playing video games. That's super cool for me. Like as a lifelong on gamer, I've been playing that. I've been playing MLB The Show 24. I'm in the last part of the right before the playoffs of my third season. Yeah, like I've been making moves in that game. So it's like we in first place in the division. I'm with the Cubs right now. So it's like yeah, I'm ready to go to the playoffs and get this chip, yo. And I started playing another Treasure, and that game lives up to the hype, man. Like, cause
Okay.
I remember seeing it a couple months ago on the Nintendo Direct, and I was like, okay, that seems interesting. I'm like, no, it's better than interesting. That game is hot, man. So it's like I've been playing that like crazy, and I actually beat a couple bosses in it. So I'm like, and it's a from Souls game. It's not from them, but
Yeah.
but you can tell it's like it is a Soulsborne type game, man. Like in this like it's a little bit more cartoony, which is cool. So I can play it like I don't have to wait till my daughter go to bed, so I can play it right in front of her.
Right.
So like that's cool. Yeah. So I've been just playing that like for the most part. I'm trying to like run through that because I want to play because it's funny because they actually added a easy mode. So it's like and then because people like it was kind of like a troll though. People always complain about those games don't have an
Yep.
easy mode, so they put an easy mode in where you basically strap a gun to you, and everything is one shot kill.
Wow.
Even bosses. So it's like it's a troll. Oh, you want it easy, huh? That's all you gotta do. Just point and click. So
Right.
yeah, yeah, it's a good game. It's a funny. I definitely recommend that, especially if you got Game Pass. It's free 99. So get that.
Shout out to Game Pass, man. Wave, what you been
Yeah,
playing?
sure.
A few things, mostly Call of Duty though. I've been trying to, you know, actually I'm trying to get this nuke skin, which is kind of random. I just saw somebody like on one of random stream. I was just going through streams, just one of those more days,
Yeah.
and I seen this dude wearing this like nuke skin. It's like a orange hazmat skin, and it's dope. So I'm kind of grinding to get that. But outside of that, I went back to play a little bit of Elden Ring. They're trying to get the mechanics because the DLC is dropping soon, and I think it's a couple weeks now. And lastly, State of Decay 2. Uh,
Okay.
homies went back and
Okay.
visited that game. I am like nowhere close to like being situated. We've been playing
Yeah.
Lethal, which is the step above Nightmare.
Yep.
So it's tough out there, but it's fun too at the same time. I literally lost a character today.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you
That
lose them, you don't get
permadeath
them
hit
back.
hard. Yeah, that permadeath hit hard.
That's like crazy.
Yo, so for me, MLB The Show 24 probably been the most. Still first base, still with the Yankees. I believe now we are somewhere in the middle of July. You know what I mean? About to head into the dog days of August. We doing all right. Baltimore is killing it, man. Like Baltimore is killing it, which I'm kind of mad because they traded me to the Yankees. So like they it's kind of feel like they cut the dead weight, right? Like
they offloaded you. You was holding them back.
Right. So right now we are behind. Actually, no, yeah, we're in second place behind Baltimore. They run shit though. Like no matter because you know how obviously in the show you can't control the whole game. So like you get on base or you hit a home run or something, and it's like cool, but you still lost the game. So it's like, damn, what you gotta do to beat these dudes? Like it's
go
crazy.
5 for 5, lose by 10 runs.
Right.
Yeah. Because like speaking of a Souls game, I feel like MLB like I feel like that's like a Souls like it's like hard difficulty. It's like, hey, look, we want you to turn this double play, right? Oh, you didn't turn double play? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, by the way, the team scored 6 runs because you didn't turn a double play. So, yeah, so it's like
that's crazy.
It's like they punish you hard, man.
Yeah, nah, real talk, yo. Another game I'm playing is WWE 2K24. They drop a DLC pack tomorrow, which got nice. Wrestlers like CM Punk is now going to be in the game. The Dudley Boys, the legendary tag team, they're going to be in the game. So I'm just basically trying to see what they do with that. It's probably the best wrestling game I played in at least 8 years, to be honest. So it's going in the right direction, which is kind of annoying because we talk a lot about 2K, right? Whether it's the golf game, whether it's basketball, of course, and like so it's like they're going in the right direction. They took that year off, which is why I always say take a year off. You know what I mean? Like give it time to They did it with that game, and now it's all systems go. And another game I played, I was curious if y'all have any interest in it. I played the demo for Topspin, the new Topspin.
Oh, okay.
Tennis
I didn't know it was a demo out. I would have played.
I saw it,
but I'm not paying $60 for tennis.
So I mean, when it comes to tennis, obviously, if it ain't the Wii, like Wii Sports or something like that, or like Mario Tennis, like I usually didn't play it, but it's kind of fun. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like maybe it's just because it's fresh. I'm not used to playing like simulation style tennis games, but I had a lot of fun with it. I was curious if y'all ever played the Topspin series. What was your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I had one for Dreamcast, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I think that was the system that they they used to be out for back in the day.
Yeah.
And they was dope. Even back in those, like that's one thing about Sega in the 2K series. They always had like a career, like a really dope career mode. 2K had the 24/7 mode.
Yep.
The basketball had the 24/7 mode, and then Topspin had like a little My Career mode as well.
Right.
That was dope. It was fun. I mean, it's tennis, and I don't want to talk bad about tennis. People enjoy it. I don't enjoy it as much as other people do. I'll say it like that.
Okay.
I enjoy it.
It is a cool game.
I enjoy it. Yeah, I'm one of those people who enjoy it. I've actually been to the US Open like a couple times. Like it's yes, I mean it's a cool game. Like I haven't played it yet. Like I saw the demo, but I didn't download it yet because, like I said, I just been stuck on the show and another Crab's Treasure. Like literally, anytime I can get oh cool, I can turn this. It's going to be one of those two games.
That's fair.
Now. So yeah, so I'm like, it's like, but I do want to eventually play it because I knew it was coming back out, and I like that they got some legends because like a lot of things about tennis like games is that they can't get the rights to secure everybody in there, so it's like it's like big stars missing sometime because it's not like a sports league like the NFL where basically it's like, hey, like so your team is going to be there. It's like you got to get the individual rights of every single
To each
tennis
star,
player. Yeah, and you're not going to
crazy.
get it. So
right.
yeah, so I'm like, so like that's it kind of draws, like that's why I don't really play too much of those games, because like there was a game, I forget, there was a game that came out a couple years ago, like a tennis game, and like and it was absolute garbage, like garbage. Like
Yeah.
it was real bad. Like and then it was kind of an embarrassment. Like and that's why next week they okay, look, we're gonna bring topspin back, because like there's clearly a market for it, and like people are really disappointed like with the status quo. So I'm glad that they came back. Like I definitely want to give it a shot.
Word. All right, yo, let's get to the chat. Christian Castro said, "Yo, what's good, everyone?"
Yep.
Jess said, "Hey, what's going on, Jess?"
What
Levante said, "Any RPG games y'all recommend or story focused?"
Another Crab's Treasure, man. Like I said it like 6 times. Like nah, but like it's good right for right now, man. It's fun. It was way more fun than I thought it would be.
Hopefully it's not a StarCraft trapped where it started off really well and then just dive off a cliff.
I hope not. Yeah.
So Game Pass.
Yeah.
So just like Starfield.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not too mad at Starfield because it was on Game Pass, but
Elden Ring, play Elden Ring. I don't know if that's considered that, but
because the DLC about to drop
next month.
Get into that.
Devontae was good. He said, "What up, y'all? I've been playing MLB The Show, looking for something else to play before the NCAA football game that come out this summer."
Another Crab's Treasure.
There you go. Right, and it's on Game Pass. Which I know Devontae subscribed to. Another game.
What kind of games you like
though? Another game I could recommend. I just started to get into it, so I can't give the full review. Is the EA Sports the new golf game basically from last year. That's officially on. Yeah, that's officially on Game Pass now. The Masters, that's officially
strictly
on
sports though.
Game Pass now.
Jedi Survivor just dropped on Game Pass.
I was gonna say too. Definitely check that out. Jedi Survivor's on Game Pass. That game is finally fixed. All the bugs and stuff are cleared. Yeah, dang, so man. I recommend that now because they finally did that, and again because it's on Game Pass, give it a spin. Also, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, that's on Game Pass now as well. Yeah, that and then plus the official remaster of Tomb Raider is also on Game Pass now. Definitely run those, man. The ones from 2014 and 2019.
Levante, that'll work for you too, by the way, for the story focused joints. Those Tomb Raider joints is fire for that.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, super fire, super hot fire.
Mike Green said, "Been trying to get Nuke skin for 4 months now. I gave up."
It's going on like 1 month for me. I don't know if I'm gonna go that long before I quit.
Okay,
I'm getting it though. I ain't quitting.
Christian said, "I've been playing EAFC 24 soccer and it's been fun. I still want to call it FIFA."
Yeah,
that
shit sound like a pimp named Slickback. It's just too much to play.
It's FIFA.
right.
The artist formerly known as Prince. Nobody want to say all that.
Word. But all right, yo, let's get into this week in gaming. We briefly look back on games that dropped throughout this week in history. And kicking this off, man, we starting off with a legendary cartoon, which turned into what I thought was a very fun game, and that's Animaniacs. Those are the facts. Yo, this game dropped May 14th, 1994 by Konami, which I didn't even realize it was Konami that made this game. Yeah. But yeah, man, yo, so we're gonna start with the guest of honor, Tokyo Swift. Yo, what's your thoughts on Animaniacs?
Yo, I like this game. I remember having it for Sega. So yeah, like it's it was a cool game. Like and the Maniacs were like those are like the cartoon was one of those things where it's like, yo, it's like it ain't for kids, but it is, but it's not, but it is, like, but it's not. Right. So it's like so I mean, like, yeah, like it was super fun. Like I liked it because it wasn't just like a cash grab, like, oh, we got a cat cash in on his property. I mean, so it was actually a decent game to play, you know, like it's not something with a lot of replay value, but I mean, but you should like play at least one time if you're a fan of the show.
Absolutely. Tsunomic Wave, what's your thoughts on this game, man?
I never got a chance to play the game. I'll be honest with you. Like, I honestly didn't even know a game came out. To be real, I'm not ever going, sugarcoat it or hide it. And the crazy part is, I'm a huge Animaniacs fan. Like, I used to watch it
Great.
before school every day.
Right.
If you old enough, you know that cartoons used to be on before
Mm-hmm.
school. So I used to watch it before school every day. So I was surprised, like looking at this, like, dang, when they made this.
Right.
So maybe this is something I could go back and kind of play. It looked kind of cool. It reminded me of it looked like they kind of just added it to some Sonic Worlds, though. It don't seem like they was too creative with it.
Yeah.
But like I could still see myself enjoying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, yo, like I basically agree with what y'all say. This game is fun. I'm starting to kind of miss this era. Like I know back then, if you had a successful show or movie, you basically had a video game to go with it. And I know that kind of ran this course. But now that we're in the era of all these broken AAA games that are out, I'm starting to be like, we might as well just go back to making games. You know what I mean? Like about all this stuff. At least some of these were fun. Like this game, like I said, is fun. If you're a fan of the Animaniacs side scroller game, nothing wrong with it. I want to touch upon something y'all both said, and how like it's not for kids. You watch it as an adult. Like there's jokes and stuff that you're going to get. Like, they wilding. But also kids, like, a lot of kids learn their countries and capitals by watching this show. So
gotta take the good with the bad.
Humor in this game as well. If you read like the subtitles of stuff, like in like the little cutscenes, graphics. But yeah, man, good game. Let's get to the chat and see what they're saying. Then we'll get to the next game. Jess said, Animaniacs is a great cartoon for a game adaptation. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, they already did it. It's a fun. I heard they was trying to bring it back too.
Yep.
I was just about to say, I feel like even in this era, it would do well. You know what I'm saying? Because just the way that they could manipulate themselves. Obviously, they have all kind of weapons in their trousers and dress. So I feel like they could do something really dope with it. But also they probably would have to bring back the show before they do something like that, because a lot of kids ain't.
I think they are
Animaniacs.
Yeah,
I think they are dropping the cartoon. Hopefully they don't redraw it,
right?
Because dying with, I don't know, the way they've been redrawing some of these shows is kind of crazy.
Yo, that is true. I remember I saw the reboot of the Rugrats, and I was like, "Yo, this look kind of eerie."
Yeah, I ain't feeling the way they doing it. To be honest.
Byron Hurd said, "Glad you said it first, Wave, because I sure didn't even know this game existed." Right. Yeah. Right. Yo, I'm telling you, man. Yo, if you got a chance to check it out, like I looked this up at a retro store. It was the game was like under $5. You know what I mean? Depending on the condition of the physical cartridge. So if you got the Genesis or the Super Nintendo, pick it up. Devontae said, I play shooting games too. Last non-sport game I played was this game called Grounded that Jay told me to play. Wait, y'all know about Grounded?
Yeah, Grounded is fun, bro. Like if you've been playing it solo, and you ain't really into that kind of stuff, it probably could get a little boring. But if you got friends, it makes the game a lot more fun,
Absolutely.
Grounded is a game you gotta play with the homies.
Absolutely. Yo, the next game we're talking about is a game that has legendary franchise that a lot of people love, and that is Gran Turismo, which dropped. Damn, this shit dropped in 1998, 26 years ago, in 2 days now, if you're watching this, or if you're in the land of the rising sun 3 days ago. I'm
in the future.
Right. But I'm gonna kick this one off with Wave. Wave, what's your thoughts on Gran Turismo?
Man, when I think of Gran Turismo, I think of like video game cases. With the plastic cover and the suede back, so you won't scratch the disc when you putting the CD away. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that my pops still actually have the physical copy of this game.
Okay.
In that exact case that I just described to you. Gran Turismo is a classic game. It's a classic franchise, obviously. I've always been on record to state that I'm not a great simulation racer. So while I did enjoy the cars in the game, because this was my first introduction to like street cars and like, you know, shit, mini cars in general. Like I ain't really know too much about cars to Gran Turismo. So this game taught me a lot about cars. So I appreciate it for that, especially.
But you got Tokyo Swift.
Yeah, man. Like I remember this game when this come out, man. Like it's like I played it for a while. Like I didn't really get too much into it because I don't really I didn't really like a bunch of like racing games. Like it's which is funny because I do like there are some racing games that I absolutely love, but like this, but the genre in particular, it wasn't for me. Like I didn't really care about cars like at all. I was that guy. It's like yeah, I don't care about cars. I know nothing about it. I know how to drive them and that's it. Like so,
Right.
it's yeah. So I mean, so it was never really my thing. But I always have respect for like for it because I mean because a lot of people do like racing games and like and it could be fun, especially like driving like because I love like the arcade jump off like you in the driver's seat stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So like yeah like definitely like I definitely recognize this game as like one of like I would dare to say one of the pioneers like racing games stuff like that like in the 3D era like because like before this like there was no Need for Speed or like Midnight Club or nothing like that. So I mean it's like it kind of like set the tone for that like which is super cool. Like it's like yeah I mean like because like they like I think they're still dropping games like Gran Turismo right yeah because like the last one came out I think like what like a couple years ago or something like that.
I think
so it's like so I mean
8.
7, yeah, so I mean, like, yeah, so it's super cool that it's a long running franchise like with a deep history, and like just look at the graphics now versus versus like the back then. It's like night and day. So I mean, like, yeah, like so the developers are doing a great job on that as well.
Absolutely, right. I think I both hit the head right on the nail. You hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what? Hey,
nah,
yo, like,
yeah, nah, yeah, spot on, man. Because one thing I will say, this is probably the best looking PlayStation game. I know that's a running joke on here about how they look bad, but this for 1998, it don't look bad like that bad. And like one thing is like I don't know what it is about racing games, but when it comes to being so realistic, like you think about just now with Gran Turismo 7 or Forza, those games, the graphics are always like immaculate. So like now this is one of the games that I could see back in 98 being like, yo, this look real. You know what I mean? Like I can see that. Yeah, like it's not a bad looking game. And the fact that like just again playing on like a disc that had 128 kilobytes of data storage.
Yeah,
the fact that you can add like cut scenes and replay scenes like this is immaculate. And like Tokyo Swift said, man, the fact that they still going strong. I mean, at this point, the racing market, even though this kicked it off, it became saturated. You had this Midnight Club, Need for Speed, you had Burnout, you had Sega Rally Sports, you have mad different racing games that were out, and this one always just kind of stood above. And now the only challenger it really has is Forza.
Like, Forza's been holding it down.
Yeah, so shout out to Gran Turismo, man. It's one of PlayStation's biggest franchises, and it's still going strong.
Yo, you know what I realized though? Nobody really complain about racing games year after year. Like Gran Turismo ain't out here. I mean, yeah, they drop different maps, but like they ain't dropping mad different cars. Like it's really the same car.
Yeah,
and people don't complain. Like I'm thinking about like Madden or 2K for the most. Like you know that. The fans of those two franchises always asking for better, more. Even if the game looked better, they could literally have Michael Jordan, LeBron. Let's use LeBron. They could have LeBron James in the game, literally sweat dripping, as realistic as possible, and they will still say something is wrong with the game, even though it gives basketball or football. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
racing is the same thing. They just obviously they make it look better, but so do Madden and 2K. But yet the fans are night and day. Like I don't hear nobody too much complaining about the racing style games. But when it comes to the other side of sports, it's always an issue.
I think it's a couple of things. Like it's one that speaks to the fans because like fans like certain sports are that they act differently. Like so, I mean, and it's because it's more like socially accepted to be very vocal about the NBA or NFL stuff like that. Whereas like racing, like say like it's not NASCAR, but like say like NASCAR, it's like look, man, it is what it is, you know. So it's
Yeah.
like, and like I feel like and also I feel like a lot of those criticisms really come from like not how it looks, but the gameplay.
Yeah,
Like a lot of the gameplay is like, cause especially once you play it, like once you play sports games, like for a while, they only like I feel like they drop it every year because they don't want you to play it for that long because
right,
once you start playing it over and over again, it starts to get real repetitive because like I know even in the show, like I'm only on my third year. Like there's dialogue that I've heard from the commentators like 6-7 times, you know,
right,
like it's just like and like, oh well, this happened again, and yeah, and that happened again. So it's like, yeah, so it's not too much stuff they could do. Whereas a racing, all you're really doing is like going around like in a giant iron circle. So I mean,
right.
so it's nothing too crazy to go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Christian Castro said, I remember buying Gran Turismo when it came out. So much fun playing this one. A souped up Lancer, and you're tearing it up. The Lancer. That's crazy.
The
Right.
Lancer.
Right. Christian also said this is also one of those games that got better after every release. Yeah, man. I know Gran Turismo 3 on the PS2 was like the selling point of PS2 for a lot of people, man. Like that game is like still vaulted as one of the best racing games of all time. All right, yo, let's jump to the next game. Next game we talking about is a game that I know a lot of people loved, man. This is Into the Matrix, was dropped May 14, 2003. So this is 21 years old today as presently as we're talking about it. I'm gonna kick this one off with Tokyo Swift. What's your thoughts on Into the Matrix, man?
Yeah, Into the Matrix was fun, man. Like it was a good game. It's like it was a good way to capitalize like on the franchise and the popularity of it, and it was like it's just fun, like because the style of in the Matrix, like it just lends itself very well to video games. Like you want to like it's basically run and gun, beat them up, do crazy bullet time moves and stuff like that, and like I mean, yeah, it was so much fun. Like I really liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. Like I wish they would do like a more Matrix games because it's like definitely like the Wachowski brothers, like the guys who created the Matrix. Like it like they tell really good stories, like, and like it can definitely like show up very well in a video game, like because like I think like all the Matrix games were fire, because even the one after this, the Path of Neo, like that
Yep.
was even better. So I mean, like, yeah, like, I don't understand why they stopped making games. Maybe they'll start again now that Matrix 4 kit came out a couple years ago, but
Yep.
yeah, like definitely, like I'm all for this game, and I want more Matrix games.
Wave, what's your thoughts on Into the Matrix?
Thing Tokyo kind of said, everything. I think my addition would be to add. Well, I would just add to the remake of it, or the re-release of it, or remaster, or just adding to. Right. I think this, obviously, like you said, it lends well to becoming a game. And I think it would be dope on multiplayer too. Imagine running across the walls,
Yeah.
shooting at each other. They could kind of make it like a Halo style where you don't really have to particularly aim down sight unless
Right.
you're
Yeah.
using certain guns, and that would kind of help with the close combat. You know what I mean? Because it's obviously gonna get crazy when everybody running across walls and all that other crazy stuff. But it's the Matrix, man. Classic, serious. I didn't play the games, but from what I saw and what I'm seeing now, you know, they did a good job, even though the head weaving while running, getting shot
Yeah.
at, is kind of weird. Outside of that, the game
Yeah.
looked beautiful though, man. I ain't gonna lie. For
Yeah, yo.
03 too,
Yeah, yo, I
nice.
completely agree, yo. I think again, like Tokyo Swift said, this franchise is just you can make a case it's better for gaming than it is a film. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
one of the things that this game particularly reminds me of is if y'all remember when they did the Matrix Awakens, the Unreal 5 demo.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that right there, which I'll bring that up now. That just showcased like how good this could be as an actual game. Like
It was fire too.
yeah, like the fact that like it just shows that the Matrix works well with the game. Like Tokyo Swift said that we know they they did the fourth film. The franchise is not necessarily done. To say that if we get a good Matrix game, I could see that take home game of the year or something in the future. Yeah, like so. Do y'all think it would sell though? Right? Y'all agree that the right marketing
buying it.
stuff? Yeah,
I think so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This clip right here, sell it just alone.
Yeah, for real. Because like it's wild because they use this like as basically as a demo, not for a game, but for Unreal Engine 5. Like, and it's like, and it's wild. Like this is crazy. It's like I especially looking at the into the Matrix, and then this like about like almost 20 years later, like it's night and day, man. Like it's so good, man. Like this like things like I don't understand. Like they teased us with this. Like they teased us. Like now we need you to now do something with the property.
Right.
Just
said another example of media just begging to be made into a video game. Great franchise for it. Absolutely.
Nice.
Caleb Douglas, what's going on? He said, holy crap, I love this game. Yeah, like basically it's been said like they need to get on this game ASAP because like I said, they're kind of leaving money on the table, for being honest.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
it's it's definitely like a fry. I mean, they shut up and take my money, man.
Right.
Just let me have it.
The hype kind of died down from that though, because it's been so long ago. They even dropped Superman on that joint.
Yeah, they did. All right, the next game we're talking about is a revamp in the Mario 2D series, and that's New Super Mario Bros. It's dropped May 15th, 2006. And so this game to me is interesting because I've been on here talking about Super Mario Wonder for like the longest time now on how I thought that game was just fantastic. And like a lot of that started here, right on the Nintendo DS when they revamped the Mario franchise from a 2D perspective. And at this time, Galaxy was not out yet. They were working on that. So the last thing we had got from Mario in the mainline series was Sunshine, which, as we all know, didn't do too well from a perception standpoint. But this game is dope, man. I recently repurchased this for the original Nintendo DS and had a lot of fun with it, man. Like I said, a lot of stuff that was in Mario Wonder actually started here. It's just Mario Wonder, in my opinion, did it better. But we're talking about close to a 20-year difference. And a lot of whether it's Mario Maker, whether it's Bowser's 3D Fury, Super Mario, like a lot of that stuff don't happen without this particular game. And I feel like it kind of gets left upon. I'll start with Tsunamic Wave, man. Now that I gave my thoughts, what's your thoughts on this game?
I think the big reason for that, on what you said, is probably because of, while DS did sell a lot, and then I mean, a lot of people really didn't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I didn't have a DS, but I know a few of my littler cousins who had it. And I mean, this is Mario for what it is. You know what I mean? Like from the core of Mario. And like you said, it kind of led the way.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot to say about Mario, man. I feel like I speak about Mario a lot. Everybody know how I feel about Mario. It's kind of hard to just keep tacking on it, on the love that I have for Mario. You know what I mean? I just think they do it well. And this is no different. You know what I mean?
Fair. Tokyo Swift, what's your thoughts on Super Mario Bros? Well, New Super Mario Bros.
So yeah, I'm like it was fire, man. Like because what Wade was saying is like about like not having like I was definitely one of those people who had a DS. Like hell, like I had like three of them. Right. because I mean it's like one of them I had like because it was like a Japanese version like that I bought like when I was in Japan like the first time. So it's like and like so I was getting again like a war game stuff like that, and I was like definitely playing games like this, man. Like it was like I mean it's like Wade said. It's Mario, man. Like Mario is like it's classic. It's like it's what you want. It's side scrolling action. It's like and it looks very good for a DDS game because this is not a 3DS. Like this
this is
DS.
original.
Like so this is so this is like it actually looks very good like all things considered. So I mean, like, yeah, like it's classic, man. Like it's like and it definitely was a good holdover until Galaxy came out.
Absolutely. Let me ask y'all this, man. I have a theory that like Mario obviously was just smoking the game, smoking all the other Nintendo properties. I know Ocarina in Time, Majora's Mask, like was huge. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like once Pokemon came on the scene and hit the handheld market, Mario never got his steam back, and I think they kept trying. So it's like the Nintendo handheld systems was always basically the console that Pokemon built, right? So I feel like they kept trying to put out. I think that's why they revamped this. They knew they couldn't just put out Super Mario Advance 3 or whatever, right? Which was which would have been a spoof on not a spoof, a remake of Super Mario World 2. So they had to revamp the whole system. And I think if not for Pokemon basically just smoking everything that Mario could do, that it wouldn't have been like we wouldn't have gotten this. What's your thoughts on that?
I agree. Like I definitely agree. Like Pokemon ran the Nintendo handhelds like because they for a long time like they like Nintendo just refused to put like because like people like they gotta realize like it wasn't until I think when this Pokemon Sword and Shield come out, I think like 2019, 2020, something like that. Like like that was the first ever Pokemon game like main series Pokemon game on the console. So like so it had to live on this. So I guess like Nintendo kind of fell back. They say, look, man, we're not gonna vulture you guys. Like look, like let Mario have the consoles like and Pokemon can have their handhelds. And like I said, because a lot of it was like me getting all these DSs and stuff like that. Well, it was because of the Pokemon game. So like I definitely can't in front right there, man.
Yeah, like I don't know, because like Mario, I've always thought Mario, and I know its roots is in the 2D realm, and Wonder did do a great job of kind of modernizing it, but it's to me their 3D games is where it's a masterpiece. No disrespect to Mario Bros 3 and Super Mario World and all that, but once 64 came out, to me Mario was a 3D franchise from that point on. Like
I agree.
Christian said just proves that the DS was really about that business. Yeah, I know a lot of people from this point on who had a Nintendo console just for Pokemon. You know what I mean? So it's like they'd have a DS or 3DS, and the only games they would have are whatever the Pokemon series were.
That was me for a long time.
Right. So that's what we got for this week in gaming. Next week I have some more stuff to talk about. Let's jump into topics, and we kicking this one off, man, with some news out of Xbox. Some wild news out of Xbox. Xbox closes 4 studios and the ironic part is we saw all 4 at the Game Awards, and that was Arcane, Alpha Dog Studios, Tango Gameworks, and Roundhouse Games. Now, if you're not familiar off the name, Arcane Studios has some of the Batman games. They also have of course Redfall, which flopped. Also Tango Games, Hi-Fi Rush, The Evil Within. If you're familiar with those, I know Hi-Fi Rush is still on Game Pass, and I know that had a good fan base. Alpha Dog, Mighty Doom. You had the they got absorbed, so they're not completely going away, but instead they're kind of getting split up, and most of it will be absorbed by ZeniMax, who obviously makes the Elder Scrolls, and then last but not least, of course, but yeah, I'm sorry because I said Arcane already, but a lot of people are like, "What is going on with Microsoft?" Right? One of the reasons they said that there's too many games to possibly work on, so they're trying to consolidate. But when we're at a thing where the biggest knock against Microsoft is right now is like you're just putting out Call of Duty. You're putting out Call of Duty, Halo. Where's the array of games that you were promised? So then we know Hellblade 2 is out a week from today. So Tokyo Swift, you might want to host the show with Wave because next week gonna be a short show, y'all. But yeah, man, I just want to get your thoughts on this because closing 4 studios, we know Microsoft, they also had their round of cuts and stuff. I think they laid off over 4,000 employees. So it's like, what do y'all think is going on with Xbox, and what's your thoughts about these studios closing? I'll start with Tokyo Swift.
I can't stand it. It's I get why they would do something like that from a business standpoint, because they're trying to cut costs, they're trying to maximize profits and blah blah stuff like that. Everybody needs a dollar. Rent is due on the first, but at the same time, it's like you said, like you're closing studios like that. Like, yeah, they made some flops like Redfall, but a lot of these studios had stuff at the Game Awards,
right?
So I mean, they're putting out good things, stuff like that, and once you we're gonna close this down, and then like what they're gonna do is they're gonna look, we need to find some other work, so they're gonna consolidate, and they're gonna end up working somewhere else, and we lose games like that, especially like the games that they were already working on. I mean, what happens to those games? They just disappear. Do they get reabsorbed? Because it could be a good thing or a bad thing. They could disappear altogether and never come out, or they can get like a reworked, kind of like a Def Jam Vendetta was,
right?
So I mean, so we don't know how good or bad this is going to be right now. But I mean, honestly, like anytime anybody lose the job, it's a bad thing. And we want more video game developers, so there's more stories to tell. And I feel like if there are the more companies there are, the more studios there are, the better games we get, and we're not just hearing one voice,
Right. What's your thoughts on this Wave? Like with games like Dishonored going away now, Prey, Deathloop, and obviously Redfall was a flop, but Dishonored, Deathloop, those are games that were loved. Deathloop, it won a bunch of awards.
It won,
it won a bunch of awards. So what's your thoughts on just this whole thing, man?
I mean, like Mo said, 4,000 people losing jobs absolutely suck. I want to start off with that. That absolutely suck. But at the same time, they probably made mad games between the 4 of them, and y'all named like 2 games out of that did pretty decent. They wasn't even. I mean, they did decent in sales and decent enough to win awards, but what about the other games too that flopped? Because y'all named the same amount of games that flopped that did well, and that's only 4 games y'all named. So there's a whole lot more that didn't do okay. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I get it. They probably had their opportunities and it just didn't fall through. Games are funny like that. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they miss. It really depends on when you drop it and what you drop. So it sucks. And I mean, I hope for the other 4,000 people to find something as in the field that they like.
Yeah.
But at the same time, hopefully this put them in position to pump out some more potent games. You know what I'm saying? That we actually can enjoy, since they want to focus on certain games. Hopefully this at least turn out something good,
Yeah, one of the games made by one of these studios that I was going to check out was Ghostwire Tokyo. That's made by Tango Gameworks. Now, I never played it, so I can't I have nothing good or bad to say about it. But it's like when I was literally I came across it again, and I was thinking about playing it, and I was just like, and then of course this news pops up, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy. And some of these games that are still active, they basically like came out and was like, yeah, obviously you saw the news, they're gonna cut the service to it. So it's like,
Yeah.
From that standpoint, it sucks, especially if it's not a Game Pass situation and you actually spent hard money on it. It's like,
yeah, it sucks.
My next question with this is, what do y'all think this means for the future of Xbox? Do y'all believe that this is just trying to consolidate and focus on the main studios? I know to a smaller degree, we saw that basically last week we covered basically again, they shelved the Tony Hawk remakes to focus on more Call of Duty. That's not necessarily what we want to hear, but it's like, do y'all think they're just going to zero in on what works for them, or do y'all think they're going to just try to focus on some still newer games and stuff, but just kind of less newer games?
They're gonna have all them dudes help Call of Duty.
yeah. That's like, honestly, I think that's probably what it's going to be. It's like, oh hey, yeah, like we could like start working on that other stuff. Like we got to go because I mean, like Call of Duty is the cash cow, man. Like it's like it people can like, you can like, oh well, it's an original and blah blah and this and that and like I know I say all the time, like I don't want to storm Normandy Beach over and over again, but I mean, but a lot of people do, like, and it's $1 billion franchise. So it's right. Like, and you can't just ignore that because like you said, like Wave, like a lot of these studios, like they're a little smaller and they got some flops and stuff like that. But like you know what don't flop? Call of Duty and Call of Duty keeps the lights on for a lot of these studios now. So I mean, so it's like, it's kind of like, yeah, you can see it, but it's like, I mean, it better be a damn good Call of Duty game to come out of all this. If this much people gotta like basically gotta be like, hey, stop working on that and come work on some Call of Duty. You know what I mean?
Warzone 3.
Yeah, exactly. Like it better be fire, man.
Yeah, man. Like real quick, I just want to get your thoughts on this. I'm going to read some quotes on what Xbox officially said for each of the 4 studios. So we'll start with the Roundhouse Games. It says the team at Roundhouse Games will be joining ZeniMax Online Studio. Roundhouse have played a key role in many of our recent game launches, and bringing them into the ZeniMax family to work on the Elder Scrolls Online will mean we could do more to grow that world to millions of players.
They fired 4,000 people. Who are these people that's joining?
I mean, it's not necessarily 4,000 from Roundhouse, of course, but like I just again, if you're not a fan of the Elder Scrolls, but you're a fan of some of the other games Roundhouse makes, you don't want to hear that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and in a sense, you could make the case that comes off as very tone deaf when we're talking about people losing their jobs. The next one is Tango Games. Tango Gameworks will close. We are thankful for their contributions to Bethesda and players around the world. Hi-Fi Rush, which is obviously one of their hit games, will continue to be available to players on platforms it is today. And even then, we don't know for how long will the online service stay up. But as of right now, staying up. But this is just a complete closure. Like, not even shifting around. Like, those people lost their jobs. Like, it's kind of wild. Next up, Alpha Dog Studios. The studio will also close. We appreciate the team's creativity in bringing Doom to new players. Mighty Doom will sunset on August 7th, and we'll be turning off the ability for players to make any purchases in the game.
Jesus,
right? It's getting sunsetted. So like, yeah, it's like for those who don't know, like sunset is like it's a IT term pretty much, where it's like we're basically it's over. Like, it's over. Like the bar's closing up. Where are you going to for breakfast? Like, so,
right. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's wild, man.
And it's like, I mean, the way they said that, it reminded me of Barbershop 1 when Calvin sold the shop. Like,
it's like we done. No. We done.
And then last but not least, we got Arcane in their division, the Austin division, which had some play in Redfall, had some play in Dishonored, had some play in some of the Batman games. This studio will close with some members, which they that specific division have 400 employees. Some members of the team joining other studios to work on projects across Bethesda. Arcane has a history of making impactful and innovative games, and it's a pedigree that everyone should be proud of. Redfall's previous update will be his last, as we end all development on the game.
Yeah, I mean, anybody playing it anyway. So I mean,
right?
Like,
it wasn't
definitely
a good game.
So
yeah. See,
yeah,
but
man.
like, but that's another. Sorry, my fault. Like, Jay,
Okay.
like another thing that you brought up, like it was like with Call of Duty. It was, you got to think about it, like it was with Bethesda too. I mean, like, because it's possible, because like now the Xbox owned Bethesda, you know that they got them working on that next Fallout game.
Yep.
Like so, especially because like with the TV show being a hit right now, so like that, it's like it's prime time for like for Fallout. Because now when you because they even like re-released them for Fallout 4, so it's like right. So that could be another thing. Like they might be out here trying to because Fallout 76 was a dud. So so you know they want to come harder than that next time.
Hey yo.
Oh, that's
they
hilarious.
They do though.
All right, yo. So Christian said maybe everyone laid off would jump over to GTA to get it released faster.
Hopefully they done close. Although we know where the 4,000 came from, those 3 studios. Roadhouse just up there to make them feel good.
Right.
Said, what about them? Well, they on the paper too.
Right.
They moved over.
All right, yo. So the next thing we're talking about is Square Enix, man. Profits are down for Square Enix across the board. So now they're gonna end their exclusive little handshake deal they had with PlayStation, and now they're gonna be aggressively multi-platform, which means, and they said PC, Nintendo, Xbox, as well as staying on PlayStation, of course. What's your thoughts on this? We know PlayStation and Square Enix has been close ever since basically Final Fantasy left Super Nintendo to go over to PlayStation. They basically Square and Capcom have had a super close relationship with PlayStation, and now they're both going just about completely multi-platform. According to some of the stuff I read, almost every game they have going forward will be multi-platform. I know some PlayStation fans, you know how they are, exclusivity. They're not happy about it. I've read some tweets and stuff. But what's your thoughts on this? Are y'all excited for this? Is there any particular game made by Square that you're happy to see come to possibly the Game Pass or something? Or what's your thoughts on this?
I'll go first.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really feel no type of way. If I'm just being straight honest off my first reaction, I don't feel no way. Like, y'all realize that exclusivity is not the way, and since y'all so in the business, you probably realize there ain't no money on just being on one side of the fence when you could be on both sides of the fence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And just making sure you get those Xbox customers too, and PC customers too. I own both systems, so like the exclusives is not really an issue for me because I'm lucky enough to be able to dabble in both. So that's why I don't really feel away. I'm not gonna be buying the games twice, and the ship probably sold when it came to that because the most people that don't want PlayStation probably don't care for those games either.
Right.
Not the ones that they gonna sell. If I'm being real,
that's a good point. That's a good point. Because there are a lot of Final Fantasy fans who basically they were forced into buying a PlayStation. You know what I mean? Because if that's the game you play, and then of course, like we know some of them have come to Xbox later, but now being that they will come the day one to Xbox, just like PlayStation, I can see some fans getting back into Final Fantasy.
Right.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, like it's like I never understood it from a game developer company standpoint. Anyway, it's like unless you start off like, okay, look, hey, Sony, hired you specifically like to develop companies, like I mean develop games for them. Okay, but I mean, but like I would never as a game developer, I would never allow myself to get acquired by one company and then just like make games for that one console. I'm like, there's so many different, like there's right now there's three like the big three consoles and then plus PC. I'm like, you're just cutting yourself out of that 75% of the market,
right?
By like it doesn't make financial sense. Like there's no amount of money that like you could throw at a company that's like, okay, hey, look, I know this game's going to be very popular, but I only want you to sell it to 25% like of the video game fans. Like it's like it don't make no sense to me. So
Right.
it's like, so I never understood it. And I wave, I feel like I'm also like lucky like to have like a multiple Oracle console and stuff like that. So exclusive like stuff, like really I don't really care too much about it because okay, well, if some PlayStation, I'll go grab that. If it's for Xbox, I'll go grab that. If it's for Nintendo, I'll grab that. Blah blah. But it's for a lot of people like they don't have money for that. Like, and there's like you can't be out here collecting. It's like I feel like games are better when like you said, Wave, about grounded. It's better with your homies. Like, so it's like, and just play like play the games you want on the console you want. I mean, like that's like I feel like obviously for obvious reasons I know why they don't do it, but I feel like all like games should be cross platform. Like it's like
especially at this point, like it's not so basically when it comes to Square, their big games are Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, and Kingdom Hearts, right? Kingdom Hearts has already been on Xbox as well as Final Fantasy as well as Dragon Quest.
Quest too.
They just always come later. Whereas now, being that day one, all this is going to do is boost their sales. And it's like, if this is what you had to do to get your sales like up, it's like, why not? Like y'all both said, why not just do this from the start? Like even with Insomniac, I mean, you know, they're now owned by PlayStation, but like you look at them, like Spider-Man 2 was heralded a big success. It sold 10 million copies, which is great. But imagine what it would have sold had it been available for Xbox and PlayStation. I mean, and Nintendo. Yeah, that, like it could have easily hit 20 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
25 million.
It don't make no sense. Like I said, like it's like Grand Theft Auto like is out here like selling trillions of copies, so like that, because they not like only for PS4,
right,
or only for Xbox. Only I'm like, nah, man, sell it to everybody. Because like I said, it's like basically like telling you, hey, that's a great game, but look, we're only gonna sell it to 25% of you, and then be like, hey, how come we're not making no much money? You only selling the 25% like sending gamers. Like it's like it's weird that they just now thought it's like, hey, you know, it'd be a smart way to get more money. Let's sell a game to everyone instead of just the small group of people over here. Like it's like it's dumb, man.
Yeah, man. Because like some people only they basically when it comes down to games that are multi-platform, it really comes down to either what group of friends is going to play it, but now across platform, that's not even a factor. So now we're looking at what controller you prefer to play it on.
Yeah, that's and honestly, that should be the only question, like about like when you like, hey, it's a fighting game. I like the Xbox controller better for that. Hey, it's a shooting game. I like the PlayStation controller for that. Hey, it's just a casual kickback game. Cool, I'm gonna play it on a Switch. I mean, like honestly, that should be like the deciding factor in like, these games. Right. It's like.
It's just like these companies with the exclusivity, they thought they could hoard all the money. I was reading like and looking at some of these old magazines. Crazy little fun fact I found was Harmonix was approached by Activision, obviously the maker of Guitar Hero and Harmonix's rock band, and Guitar Hero was like, yo, how about this? We'll stay on PlayStation and you guys just move over to Xbox. Basically, they wanted it so Guitar Hero would be available for PlayStation only, and Rock Band would be available because at that time, Guitar Hero was killing it. So they tried to be slick, thinking we could hoard one fan base. Of course, Harmonix is like no, and then they ended up just washing Guitar Hero away anyway. But imagine that you got to buy a whole console on top of a band bundle So now we're talking like at the time, what, like $450, like just to play one set of music games. Like the exclusivity thing is dead. That's why I've always agreed with the Microsoft approach. The only problem is Microsoft they're not even putting out the third party games they supposed to be putting out. Like
they just like, look, man,
right?
Yeah, it's like, look, we got the hardware. What more do you want?
Right, right. But all right, yo, let's get to the spin wheel, man. Appreciate y'all. Let's jump right into this. See what we cooking up this week. Y'all ready?
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go. Ikima show.
Got some Japanese. What that mean? Let's go.
It means let's go. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Can video games help with stress or anxiety? Why or why not? I will kick this off and say I remember playing games like Outlook, and that damn sure don't help with stress or anxiety. Nah, but all jokes aside, yeah, man. Like I know a lot of people where video games is the one way they can unwind, no matter what's going on in life and stuff. They could throw on FIFA or Madden or something and just kind of chill out and just max out. Well, that's my answer. Tokyo Swift, what you got?
Honestly, like, because I haven't dealt with anxiety or anything like that, which is, it's like I'm very fortunate to that, so I can't really speak of it. But just from, I was actually talking to my wife like earlier, it's like I say yes, it can, because games like Animal Crossing, like during the pandemic, it's saved the world, man. Like it was basically like people were like enjoying life. Like you couldn't go outside in real life, but you can go outside in Animal Crossing, man. Like it's like they out here, it's like trading like trading fruit and vegetables and stuff like that. They out here like visiting each other's islands. They asking about the turnip prices. So it's like, yeah, I mean, like it's so. Yeah, I think like, cause like based on what I've seen, like, and what I went through, cause like, yeah, like, cause I would definitely remember playing Animal Crossing like with friends, like when it first came out, and it was cool. It was like, yeah, like we can't come outside, we can't visit each other and stuff like that, but I mean, we could chill in the game though. I mean, like, so like so that was fun. So so I definitely think it can.
And imagine how better that would have been if Nintendo had voice chat.
Right.
Bam. That's the one thing that's keeping Animal Crossing from being 11 out of 10. Like,
right.
It's like no voice chat.
What's your thoughts in this way if you get anxious? Do you play Souls games?
Hell no. What? Yo, but I guess that segue into my point though. Like, unlike Mo, I'm somebody who do deal with anxiety. I want to explain, what triggers it, but video games do help. It just really depends on what it is. I'm not gonna act like I ever had an anxiety attack and let me get on the game. Like that's obviously not the first thing you're thinking about. But it could help, in my opinion. But like I said, you can't go play Elden Ring thinking that it's gonna help calm you down. That's gonna stress you in a different way,
right?
But like a game that you enjoy, like maybe golf,
race,
something that don't have too much of a competitive edge to it, or make you like do missions. You know what I'm saying? Where something just chill, like even cards, something. There's games where it's not too much edge stress to it. But yeah, I think so. I think it help more than just stress and anxiety.
Just that anything that serves as an escapism can ease stress. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Chris, it also depends on the game you're playing. Animal Crossing and Madden is a nice throw-in, but if you throw in some COD, and sometimes I'm ready to kick someone's face in. There's certain games that like I don't recommend playing Resident Evil if you or something like that, but absolutely, like
definitely not. COD, somebody just slide around the court, 360 spin, shoot you.
Right.
You just got off a 10-hour shift.
Yeah.
What is this?
Like,
get the next one. What kind of community events or activities would you like to see more of? This is very perfect timing. So in the area me and Wave are, I saw there's a new vegan bar that opened that has a Mario Kart tournament. It just got announced today. Didn't even know the bar was open. I heard about this years ago, but but COVID hit, heard it wasn't going to open. Of this whole thing. So I'm glad to see it open, but also B, just again, now that the pandemic is in like our rearview mirror, just basically getting out to these conventions and stuff, man, is just seeing them pop up. Not everything has to be like on a scale of E3 or Summer Games Fest. Like it could be local, you know what I mean? That's one of the cool things that I am starting to see pop up, especially in the Midwest. A lot of them are in the Midwest that I'm seeing, but whether it's the East, the West, the South, or whatever, just I know Tokyo is good about that. They're great about that. But just seeing here stateside, seeing a lot of that stuff pop up more and more, I think it can help, because although I do think video game industry is in a little weird space right now, and I actually want to talk about that next week. I do think like the community itself of gaming is strong. I just think the industry itself right now is in shambles, to be honest.
Yeah.
Wait, what you got?
I was literally thinking about this question on every level except for gaming. So like originally I was like, block parties need to come back.
Block parties?
Yeah. You don't see no block parties no more. You don't see people locking the block up, kids on bikes, barbecues happening, water fights, basketball, football, baseball, all of that stuff happening on one block, and you just chilling, eating, having a great time. Like, video games could be a part of that too now. You couldn't just take your console from in front of your TV and throw it in your pocket like you could do with the Nintendo Switch. So that could be a part of it too, just to add a gaming element to it to make it, stick to the show. And then I ain't really got to think about another answer, because I think block parties is a perfect answer.
I mean, like bring those back, yo.
Word.
If you too young to remember a block party, I feel bad.
I feel sorry for you.
Tokyo Swift, what you got, man? Now that, especially now that you've been overseas now, so seeing what they did there.
Yeah, like you said, I'm like Japan got it on lock when it comes to video, because like I said, I was in the department store the other day, like in the basement level of the department store, they had like basically a arcade and stuff like that, and they had like I sent you a picture of it, like it was like a Street Fighter tournament about to pop off that on there. They had like all the tables and monitors and like and chairs set up and all that, and stuff like that is just super cool. Like it's like you come out and and compete, stuff like that. Like because Tokyo also just had a major Smash tournament like last week too.
Yeah.
So it's like so some of like the top names of like a game like a Smash a game, like because I don't know how to do the MKK Leo was there and stuff like that. He got washed, so it was wild. Like it was wild. Like he got washed. But but I mean, but stuff like that is super cool. Like bring back the tournaments, bring back just more focus on like retro gaming and stuff like that, and go, because like that's what I've been doing. I've been going because it's a lot easier here in Tokyo for retro gaming. Like I can literally walk down the street and then hit a retro gaming spot, like, and then just find like, oh, I remember this game. Like it's like that's crazy. It's like I can buy Famicom, like which what they call the Nintendo and Super Nintendo here in Japan, like Famicom and Sega Saturns and Dreamcast and stuff like that. I can just go out and just buy it with the change I find on my couch, so so like stuff like that, like it would be cool like to have stuff like that come back.
Absolutely. Christian said straight up LAN parties, bring them back. LAN and System Link and all that.
Ooh, like the System Link, like the four Xboxes for the first Halo game, man. That was legendary, man. I missed that.
Just said events at local retro game stores. Yeah, like basically Yeah, because like one of the things I'm seeing, especially here, like local to where we are, man, I'm not liking the way what's happening to some of these retro stores. Some of them are closing, but also
Yeah.
they just become bargain spots where people think they could take their games and just kind of over and basically jack the price up to try to sell it back to the game store. Like I was in a store the other day, and dude was like, he was trying to sell like Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and 3, and although they were in good condition, the owner of the store was like, I don't need to buy those. Like we got copies of them. Like I'm good now. If you want to, he's like, but he wasn't on no GameStop stuff. He was like, bro, I'm not. The store is not paying you $150 for these 3 games. I'm just not.
Yeah.
But the dude was like, yeah, they worth 150. If you look on eBay, he's like, those are sealed. These aren't sealed.
Yeah,
it's like
I'm
that's what I'm seeing more and more. I'm like, that's not what. Like we lucky we have these stores because many towns and stuff don't got them. Like
yeah,
not how it is in Tokyo. You know what I mean? Like like there was like 5, and I think now it's down to 2. So it's like
that's crazy, man. Two stores, like that's wild. Like I was saying, like here, like man, like literally, like there's at least 4 or 5 stores within walking distance from my house, like
right.
that sell retro games.
Exactly.
Like, and I don't even live in the spot for or like if you want retro games like that, you got to go down to Akihabara. And Akihabara like is literally like nicknamed the electric town. It's basically any retro thing you want to get. Like you go down there, like, and obviously you just walk, like it's like a whole neighborhood just filled with like retro game stuff, comics, manga, anime, like all type of stuff like that.
Yes,
and it's wild that it's like stuff like that. It don't even exist like that in the U.S. anymore, and it's a shame because most of the video games are just disappearing. Like I think I saw the stat, like, and it might be wrong because I'm trying to like remember it, but it was like it said about like I think it's like less than like 30% of all games that like that were made before the year 2000 don't exist anymore. They're just gone. Like so, right. I mean, like it's gone from, and obviously it's like it's in the before 4 times before like digital copies and the internet and stuff like that. So I mean, you just can't get those back. So I mean, like so it's good. I like that people like in Japan, like they're actually like taking care of that, like, and they're using it. Hey, this is part of our culture and our contribution to the world. We need to preserve that. Like,
absolutely.
So like so.
Yeah, man, definitely gotta. Hopefully, again, I am happy to see some of the events and stuff pop up. I do think some of the stuff, especially locally, there's a marketing problem because there's stuff that opens up that you don't know about. And like this one happened to be covered by the news. Like it happened to be covered by the news, and it was more about the vegan bar opening than it was the video game aspect. But hopefully that can change.
Yeah, I mean, like that sounds super cool. Like, yeah, like if I was there, like I would definitely go. Like just because I mean, like like it's a Mario Kart tournament. I'm trying to play, and especially because it's a bar. Maybe they could do a burial cart.
Like, right, exactly, yeah.
Because I know if anybody who's listening, if you haven't played burial cart, go ahead and play it. It's fun because it's basically like Mario Kart. And you got to drink your beer before you finish the race.
Right.
But drinking and driving is illegal. So you can't. So you have to come to a complete stop, and then you can start drinking. So yeah. So people like they like to just chug at the beginning and then drive. They wait till the end and then they try to chug it or something like that, or they continually take sips here and there. It's a lot of fun. It's a great bar game.
There we go. All right, let's get to the next one. That's a good answer. What game and genre do you enjoy the most and why? I'll start this one off, man. Lately, I've been enjoying a lot more of probably shooting games lately, only because I've been going back and playing a lot of them, whether it's Medal of Honor, stuff like that. Like obviously sports is always a love. I love the wrestling games. Obviously single player adventure games. I've gotten more into RPGs. It's just lately I've been going back, and shooting games have been, it's like back on top for me personally. What about you, Wave?
Uh, the most probably sports. I'm gonna be honest, and that's because I just grew up loving sports.
Okay.
Um, outside of that, though, lately it would have to be like the survival games, like survival crafting
That's cool.
type games.
Yeah. But you got Tokyo Swift?
I think I'm gonna have to go with RPG games. Like,
Okay.
and I go with RPG games because it's like it basically tells like the same story of like of us, like as people, you know, like you start off, you know, level, you know, stuff like that. You like you gain your experience, you work your way up, and then you transform into like this better version of yourself. So it's like I like it's basically the come up in video game form. So it's like I like that, like as aspect of it, like seeing how you grow and become stronger or faster or smarter or whatever.
Absolutely. Let's get to the next one, then we'll get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all.
Oh,
Yo, it seems like we're not even talking about actual games. Will you ever stop buying physical games? Personally, as y'all know, I'm a collector. No, I'm never gonna stop buying it. But also because I just don't. I as the industry is going and they're starting to reveal, I think they're getting more and more uh, in your face about what they plan to do with this. It's like the state of digital games is funky, man. Because like there's certain games that people bought for $70 that they don't have access to no more. And it's not even like, oh, they cut the servers. It's like they don't have access to the physical game no more. And it's like, yeah. You're not getting that money back. Whereas you have the disc, you're always, you know what I mean? So like, I'm gonna, like I don't trust the digital games. Actually, I was in Best Buy the other day, and the physical game section was minuscule compared to what it used to be. It's all the cards now to go home and put the code in. Tokyo Swift, what about you? Do you ever stop buying the physical games?
I got 4 words like end user license agreement. Like those 4 words are why I will never stop buying physical games.
Right.
Because like you know how like when you open up a new game and then like that and use license agreement, and then you gotta scroll down and press A or press X, or like that. It's basically they're basically telling you that you don't own this game, man. Like we're allowing you to play it, like so like right now. So and when game and then when they decide to like we're not gonna do this, so like some studios, they get shut down. We're gonna shut down studios. We're gonna shut down servers. We're gonna or hey, we're gonna pull us off the shelf. Your game comes with it, and you don't get no refund for that. You don't get, because like it's a perfect example. Like I have a Legend of Korra like an Avatar game, right? For Xbox One, like when it came out. It's a great game. Like I love it. It's actually I still play it like a kid easily. It's a great game, but it doesn't exist anymore. You can't, because like there was some dispute like with the developer or something like that, or maybe with Nickelodeon or something like that. It doesn't exist anymore. You cannot buy this, and you can't buy it anymore. So it's like, but it's a game that's like it's now there's no online features, nothing like that. So you got to worry about that. So but like you just can't get it if you don't have a physical copy of it. You're
screwed.
You're screwed. Like so it's like, so that's why I like physical copies of things like that. So I mean, I can know for a fact that I'm still gonna have it. I can still play it, because when it's like when I buy something, like I want it, it's mine. Like those commercials, like it's my games and I want it now.
Right.
You know? Like, so,
Wait, what's your thoughts on this?
I guess I'm on the opposite end of this. Sort of, kind of no. I have stopped buying physical copies for a while now, just for space reasons at first, and then I kind of just fell off buying physical, just not wanting to go to the store and it just being a lot easier. So, but quite honestly, with the way they shutting down servers, I have been thinking to going back to physical, just in case, just so I know I have it in the crib, or even for like times where they stop making the game, like the Legend of Korra, and
Yeah.
the price of that game might be through the roof. You never know.
Yeah.
Even if it's
Yeah.
open, they still might want to give you a hefty penny for it because of the rarity of it. And I'm missing out on those type of opportunities just because I don't want to go to GameStop, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's obviously on me. And that, again, at first it started off just saving space, but now it's just I'm just being lazy.
Right.
So,
Now I feel you though, because like
You know, yeah.
obviously from a space standpoint, it's like
It does take up a lot of space.
yeah, like it definitely does. But like I both said, it's like I think it's proven that we can't necessarily trust the intentions of these developers, and you know what I mean. It's like
right.
a lot of time these publishers, it's like they don't want a certain game to be out there. They can stop it from being out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially now where you, even if you have the disc, you got to install the game. Like, so it's like
Yeah.
Exactly.
they can block it. They literally can block you from doing that. Like,
Yeah.
You might have a physical disc, you still ain't playing the game.
right?
Exactly. Yeah. Like,
Exactly.
because that's another reason why like I don't like the always online games. So you go connect to these servers first and stuff like that. Because if they shut those servers down, or there's a problem with the servers, you can't play that game. Because like that's why I stopped
nobody
playing
in the servers.
that yeah, exactly. Like, that's why I stopped playing that Hitman 3 game. Hitman like the new trilogy was amazing. Like I put that online on par with like with the new Tomb Raider trilogy. Like it was great. Like they reworked it. It was complete open world. It's like, look, here's your target. Go kill him. I don't care how you do it. Just do it. Like
Right.
it was great. And then, but it was like it was always online. So, and like when the game first came out, the servers were trash. So like I'd be halfway through a mission up. So like servers went down. You're not online anymore. Okay, cool. I finished the mission. Hey, we didn't save that
Right.
because you wasn't connected all to the servers. So none of this counts. Do it again. So I'm
Yep.
like, oh man, I was like, yeah. So stuff like that, like I just stopped playing it. Like hopefully they fix. I want to go back to it because like I said, it is a really great game. But things like that, like it really stops us me from enjoying it. I don't like it.
Oh wait, no, it does, and that's a perfect segue because next week we are gonna have a discussion on the state of the industry, man. I feel like gaming right now is kind of in a state of flux. It's not like falling off, it's not going away, but at the same time, what people thought 2024 was supposed to be the major year in gaming, and we got a majority of the games pushed back. We got consoles that were supposed to be revealed that, you know what I mean, technically now won't even possibly be revealed till next year. Grand Theft Auto ended last year with a big splash of basically showcasing the game, showcasing the GTA 6, and now we might not even hear anything about it for the rest of the year. It's like the industry, not to mention every company has had a major layoff. Every company has shelved games that we thought. There's games in development for 4 or 5 years now we haven't seen. So I definitely want to have a discussion. Tokyo Swift, you're definitely welcome to join us next week for that discussion as well. Probably ain't gonna go too pleasant if developers watch this. So shout out to John Garvin. The day is gone. We had some words. And like nobody's safe. Like it's not like, oh, Nintendo's killing it, but Microsoft ain't, or PlayStation. You know what I mean? It's like it's all of them. Real talk, it's all of them. And third-party games right now, these AAA titles, that might be the worst they've ever been. Like a lot of them is buggy from the start. I mean, obviously we talked about Redfall, right? Like
it's because it's basically like just like a little add-on to that. It's basically because like the internet was the best thing and worst thing that could ever happen to video games, because it's like, oh, we can give you DLC and new content for the game, stuff like that. And then like the flip side of that is like, oh, we can just rush out a game, it'd be garbage, like, don't worry, we'll patch it later, stuff like that. So it's basically like the internet basically turned us all into like beta testers. So it's like, oh yeah, like Cyberpunk. So like Cyberpunk is like in like no Man's Sky. Those games like okay, they're better now, but on launch they were basically playable garbage. I was like, it's like it's cool that you guys can continuously update the game and continuously work on the game and fix the game and stuff like that. But you should like whatever happened to giving me a game that's just good right out of the box.
Right out the box, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, because games like that was like buggy, itchy messes like out of the box, like in the 90s, in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. Those just went into the dumpster. Right?
Absolutely.
So and it made games better. So I mean, like definitely I agree. Like it's like I don't want to be like say sky's falling, but like honestly, because we might be in a dark age of video games right now.
Yeah. Like I said, man, like next week's gonna be interesting convo, especially depending on how Hellblade 2 is playing during the day. I might come in here heated. So like I might have like this whole podcast might be to the hit 'em up beat. Like
but you've been on that for a minute.
Yeah, but that's next week though. For the meantime, yo, Tokyo Swift, appreciate you. I guess I said joining us this evening, but mostly today.
It's this morning for me.
Right,
man.
right.
It's almost lunch time. About to go give me some meat.
Word, but yo, appreciate y'all. Wave, take it away, man.
Hey yo, unlike the Swift one, I am going to sleep. I hope you guys that's living on this side of the equator is doing the same. All working, whatever you're doing, we appreciate y'all. If you liking, lurking, sharing, whatever you're doing to support the stream, we appreciate you. We see you guys next Tuesday. Peace.
We out. Peace.